foes are legion, these 5 are potentially problematic. A noble predator, he believes himself to be. This Guruk wild speaker, brutal savage, merely a merciless killer. His impatience is my virtue. Jace Beleren's greatest strength is his greatest flaw. A supremely powerful mind incapable of perceiving how he could rule all. A keystone in an unfathomable plan. So utterly filled with power, so wholly lacking in restraint and vision, seeking freedom. Will Chandra Nalar rise above personal retribution, or will her fury consume all? A dark power commanding the dead. Liliana Vess inspires terror. Indebted to demons, entranced in a pursuit of unattainable desires. As ruthless as myself. Reinforcer of life, light, and strength in allies. A contemptible blight. Should we cross again, I'll snuff a Johnny Goldmane's spark, consigning him to an endless night. They're but obstacles, part of a grand design. Fight them endlessly, they'll likely prevail every time. However, should you prove to be a duelist of measure, having defeated these opponents with skill, consider your fate. For if you dare face me, destroying you shall be my pleasure.
Hello and welcome. And face him we must. Now this is one match I've not been looking forward to. Nicol Bolas is basically the boss in the campaign, and it's a completely unfair match. I'm going to... let me have a look. He basically has, well, you can see there from the stars, everything. A load of banned cards, just about everything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take him on with my favourite cheap win deck, the Goblin Gangland, and hopefully beat him before he gets a chance to even get his deck started. But that's, you know, playing this guy is all about luck. There's very little skill involved in this. Apparently he's 60 feet long and 60 tons. He's quite a heavy bugger, isn't he? Yeah, this isn't going to be very much fun. Let's hope I can just cheese him out, beat him quick. Yeah, start, let's go for it. If I press the right button this time. Okay, that would be a terrible start, so... I get the feeling the game's already cheating. Not going to start with that. I would with any other player, but with this guy, that's better. There isn't any point in having a bad start with this guy because he'll just beat you. You need to get a really good start, and him to get a bad one to have any chance of winning at all. Okay, is this a hasted one? Ah, that's what I want. Yeah, I like this card a lot. The drawback is quite large, but against this guy I'm really just want to get as much damage in as fast as I can. He's got haste 2? No, he's just a... This guy's got haste 2, okay, yeah. Let's get this guy out and get some damage in first turn. A 2/2 hasted creature is for 1 mana. You can't really complain about that. But he does get to draw a card, and if it's a land, he keeps it. Okay. So only another 18 life to go. Let's see how fast this guy starts to do some harm to me. Well, so far so good. I'm getting a good start. 2 turns with him doing nothing is good. So this one's got haste also. Got an arsonist here. This is the guy I want. He basically has power and toughness equal to the goblins on the field, which is quite a powerful card. I can actually get... Can I get 2 out this turn? Wow, I can. 1 with haste. The other one, if it dies, will do 1 damage to anything I choose. So that's 3 damage. Alright, yeah, of course. Every time it attacks, he gets to draw a card, and it was a land that time, so he kept it. I'm quite happy for that sacrifice, to be honest. I don't mind giving him land. He doesn't really need it anyway, to be honest. Ooh, he's got a nice rack of mana there. So basically, yeah. This happens a lot, you know, he tends to have the right card for the occasion every time. So I'll sting him for 1 damage anyway. That's set me back quite a bit. But this is the Goblin Gangland deck. That's a... At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may have target creature get +2/+0. Nice. Not right now, but let's get another creature out. Gosh, such a long way to go still. I hate playing this guy. And a turn without harming him, that's not good for me. So now he's going to get the last colour, I think, which is a plain. No, another swamp. I get a feeling he's going to do something horrible to me. This is a nice combo, because at the beginning of combat on your turn, you may have target creature get +2/+0. So even though this hasn't got haste, I can still give the +2 to the other card. This guy's got haste, but you'll only have 2/2 at the moment. So I'll do this guy here. I should be able to get 4 damage in with the piker, unless he does something to block me, which is quite possible. So lightning bolt is one of the favourite moves he makes. Bastard. Okay, let's do it. Hope it gives me the option. Yeah, it does. Awesome. 4/1. Do I get the damage? I do. So I've half killed him. But he could easily turn it round. Yay! Yeah, what a surprise. Okay. Well, that's still... I mean, I'm very surprised. Haste? Battlecry. Not bad though. This. Can I get both these cards out? I've got 5 mana on the table. 4. I forget what Battlecry does. I think... Let me just quickly check. Whenever a creature with Battlecry attacks, each other creature gets +1. Okay. So yeah, it won't have any effect this turn at all. Bugger. So I can only got 2 damage really. I can bring this guy out. It's got haste. It has to come out, doesn't it? With haste. Yeah, it has to. That's another 4 damage, so it's a must. I can kill him, I think. I can't kill him next turn with what I've got. But believe me, he can turn it around from here, even with the situation like it is. He's got enough mana now to bring out a monstrous creature. Oh god, this is a dreadful card, this one. This will allow him to pick the card he needs to beat me. Demonic Tutor. One of the old original cards in the original first edition, I think. I think it was banned or restricted. Probably completely banned now. And another Pyroclasm. I hope he didn't use his Demonic Tutor to cast that. Okay. Fantastic. But no haste. Yeah. Well, oh, actually, it doesn't matter. I can get both these guys out now. Obviously, I risk losing them both if he gets another Pyroclast or whatever he does. But I've got to get them out. I can't see him not putting a creature out though. And then my whole attack could be stalled. I should have killed him by now, really, with the Goblin Gangland deck. It's taken too long. He hasn't done anything though. Blimey. This is the kind of luck you need to beat him. Brilliant, so the battle cry is coming into effect as well. Oh, just one short. Oh. One short. Okay, so he's destroyed my he destroyed the piker. Strange choice. Probably because he's had a dreadful run, hasn't he? Am I going to kill him now with this? With him not getting one creature out? Unbelievable. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, he had a dreadful draw. Absolutely dreadful. Let me just check the campaign ladder at a second. Yeah. I've unlocked the revenge campaign. I think I'll do that one next. But I think what I have to do, I can't just leave it at that. I have to show you what Nicol Bolas can do. So, if you don't already know, of course. Let me play him again. I won't get an easy run like that this time. And this time, let's see what happens. That's not a bad start. I'll take the start. Do I get to go first? No, he does. See, this is a Moxie, and it basically just gives him 1 mana. Doesn't sound like much, does it? But these cards give you a massive head start. They're all banned, by the way, Moxies. He can use it anytime he likes. Okay. Nice start for me. One of my favourite little cards. I do love the Goblin Gangland deck. I mean, I don't know what the consensus from other people is, but I just love the speed and ferocity of the deck. It can beat most decks, well, it can beat all decks with the right draw. But obviously, all it takes to control it is the right kind of creatures. Or like he was doing then with the Pyroclasts, he was slowing me right down. So let's see what he does this turn. So he's already got a nice stack of mana. He's 1 mana ahead of me because of the Moxie. We're putting nothing out. Let's see what I can do before he gets to me. So Goblin Bushwhacker. Oh, that's a nice card, isn't it? I didn't know I had that one. I've played this deck dozens of times and never seen that one. Maybe it's come into my hand recently. But the kicker is incredibly cheap. And obviously you only need haste for 1 turn, so I mean that's just a brilliant card. And the ideal card for the situation. Got Chieftain. Got some nice cards in here. Oh, this one is a fantastic. Obviously for a Goblin deck, the 6 mana is late game. But with Double Strike, you basically turn your little deck into a bunch of buggers. I've got to cast this and kick it, and that'll give me 3 damage on him. Obviously, because I'll get haste and +1 now, so this card can attack this turn. I do like that as a 1/1 card. That is awesome. So 3 damage. I don't expect though Nicol to let me just run him down like I did last time. We got this time. Alright, another Terramorphic Expanse. This just allows him to get out. Because he's playing a multicolored deck, he needs to get out different colour manas. He's still not doing anything. Oh, wow. Did I just get another one? I did, that is awesome. But also now I get this one as well. This one has haste itself, but it gives my other creatures 1/1, +1/+1, and haste. Even though these odd guys don't obviously need it. I can do maximum damage with this one. That's the key, isn't it? The nice thing about the Goblin deck, I find, is like watch now. This guy now is 2/2 and this guy's 2/2. It's going to be a 6 damage hit, and we're only a couple of turns in. The deck can hit so hard so fast. Quite cheap in its own way, I guess. I mean, in these kind of fixed decks, did I just skip my attack? Oh, I did. Oh dear God. I can't believe I just skipped my attack. Well, I guess it gives and the Pyroclast comes out, yep, so there we go, they're all dead. Yeah. Oh, not to worry. I did mainly want to demonstrate his deck anyway. That's a nice timing on that card there, isn't it? Trample as well, that's perfect. That's a nice card as well, isn't it? 1/3. I mean, blue has quite a few high defense cards with low attack, but this is ideal. I can't believe that I just skipped my attack. So that's 6 damage I gave away. Too much talk and not enough concentration. Of course he didn't block it, which is wise. Now, lightning bolt. Oh, okay. I've only got 1 sacrifice, so right. But that's, given how many hasted creatures I've got, that wouldn't be the wisest move you could make against this deck, as you'll see in a moment. Target creature or player. Now that's a nice little... Is that an instant as well? It is, perfect. this guy I can kick for haste. I'm assuming that he'll block it when I attack. It'll die in the process. I can't quite pull that off. I can kill this creature off. I would rather... I mean, it's not a big deal if that creature lives or dies, to be honest. I'd rather do something a bit nastier, but given the options I've got... Creature or player, so that's 2 damage to him. Yeah. I think I'll... Because obviously this guy... yeah, it wasn't a wise move really. I could have just put this guy out as well. Well, then I couldn't have attacked. Boo. Let's attack with it. Gotta play aggressive, that's how goblins work. Okay. And I've got a feeling he's gonna kill it off anyway somehow. No, he's still not doing anything. Okay. Now, I can play this one this turn, and... No, not that one. Just this one, sadly. We've only got 4 mana. I haven't got enough of this. And a shock. But this will give me enough power for this card to kill that card. Now when I attack, this will get +2. Which probably means he won't block it. He will, okay. But not a bad trade. Still got 6 cards in his hand. Oh, what's this? Gain control of target creature, untap that creature, it gains haste until end of turn, sacrifice it at the beginning of next end step. Okay. So he gets to attack me. Ooh, 4/2 as well. Oh, it can actually do the +2 to itself, so that's why it's got 4/2. I don't mind taking a bit of damage at this stage. That's going to be sacrificed now, so... Right, what's this one? Costs 1 less. Okay, so... 4 mana. That'll cost 1 next turn. Goblin creatures you control have haste. He's a goblin, so he should get haste himself. He does, brilliant. And I can cast this as well. What a card, eh? Of course it was only 3 in cost, wasn't it? So basically it reduced the cost of this card and gave both cards haste. Now I'm going to do him 4 damage here, which means had I not... Well, unless he uses a lightning bolt, of course. But had I not balls up my attack on him, he would be dead now. So if I lose from here, only myself to blame. Okay, this is an interesting one. When Disciple of Bolas enters the battlefield, sacrifice another creature. You gain X life and draw X cards, where X is that creature's power. Surely he can't sacrifice my creature. No, thankfully. Only his own. Alright, another one of these. So I would love to get this out now. 2 mana. Goblin Grenade. Wow. I love some of these Goblin cards. That's a really nice late game card. A finisher, as I'm going to use it now. Obviously, he's put a stalemate up now where I can't get past either of these two cards with enough damage to do anything. So I can kill him off now using the 2 direct damage cards. I just think I probably could kill both his creatures as well. But that wouldn't make a lot of difference. Let's go for the kill. Our creature to sacrifice. It's going to have to be the Piker. Look at that, that's 5 damage. That's good, isn't it? For the cost of a lowly goblin. And 2 to him. Well, I've got to say I'm pretty amazed. He's just had a dreadful run. Not that I mind. I've beaten him twice, and even in that game I even missed out on an opportunity to do 6 damage to him, so not to worry. He's not a very interesting match anyway, to be honest. It's not realistic in any way. It's a completely loaded game. Let's have a look at the campaign ladder a second. And the Revenge campaign. So yes, there's it seems 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zones in there overall. 2 opponents per zone probably. I think I'll do this next. Obviously we go back to Talrand again and we'll see what this is. Looks interesting. But that's the main campaign for now, and I think I'll change deck as well. Chandra's had quite a long run. And the other thing is I've actually bought some of the, well, all the expansions so far, so have a look at some of the new decks. But that's the end of the campaign anyway. And thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, bye bye.